have some book mail and I thought we could open it together. I did go a little bit crazy recently and I ordered a bunch of stuff off PangoBooks. I ordered some stuff off the TikTok shop as well, and I just thought we could go through it. I got a lot of stuff, so here we go. I will say I did open one of them because I started reading it. I already opened Rebel by Beverly Jenkins. I'm about like 80% in. I'm really enjoying it. I had a lot of people tell me this is her best work. And I don't know. I do like it though. I mean, it's a really good historical romance, very interesting. It's pretty standard Beverly Jenkins, so I'm happy with it. This is the first book that I got. So let's see what else we have in here. I kind of forgot everything that I ordered, to be honest. Kind of forgot everything, so. Okay, let me set these down. See what this one is. Oh, yep. Loud by Drew F. Wallow. I read this and it really impacted me. I think I'm still learning a lot about feminism, about what that means, but also about intersectionality and feminism that's not white women feminism. I just read Hood Feminism by Mickey Kendall. I need to get a copy of that, but I am learning a lot right now about feminism that isn't white woman feminism, that is intersectional, that does cross boundaries, that is for minorities as well, and that encapsulates all women. And I think Drew does a really good job of demonstrating that in her book and also coming from a very unique perspective as well, since her whole shtick is just being mean to men. I love it. I love it. I love to see it. So I'm really excited to have a copy of this. It is also off Pango. Oh, Bootlegger's Bounty by Adriana Herrera. Can we take a moment for the cover? Please, it's stunning. This isn't a long book either. It's quite short. This is the second book by Adriana Herrera I've read, and I loved this. I think this is a really great palate cleanser. It's not long. It's just super, super spicy. Like, obviously, I mean, look at this cover. It's just an incredibly spicy little novella, and I lived for it. I need to read her other works, like I need to read her whole backlist, but I was excited when I saw this come up on Pango because I've never seen a copy for sale before. And I loved this novella. If you like it spicy, if you like it MMF, spicy, Prohibition era, just really hot, this is for you. There's also PangoBooks. I love PangoBooks. I'm an ambassador. Like, if you want $5 off your first order, 20 or more, you can use my code if you want. Otherwise, just use the app because it's great. Sell a lot of my books on there too. So, yes, The Art of Scandal. I loved this book. This was such a good read. It is an age gap where she is the older one, and she's in this tricky situation where she wants to divorce her husband, but her husband's running for this high political office, and he kind of campaigned because he runs on like appealing to minorities, and she's felt very tokenized by him in that way, and she falls for a younger man kind of while she's just staying with her husband to fulfill this obligation. This was so hot, so good, 10 out of 10, could not recommend it more. And I saw it had a different cover for a while. I love this cover though. I mean, do you see that? Look at that. This is so hot. Oh my gosh. This whole book, like buying these books and like kind of going on this like book buying spree, I guess you could call it, was kind of like I needed to get copies of books that I've read and that I loved, but that I just didn't have copies of, and I needed to rectify that. Like The Art of Scandal. I read that on audiobook like a year ago, and I didn't have a copy of it, and I thoroughly loved it, and I need to recommend it more, but because I didn't have a copy, I was like, I would never recommend it anymore because when I look at my shelves to give book recommendations, I was picking out the ones that I owned and that I had on hand to recommend. So I'm trying to just get oh my god. This is really hard. What is going on? And I know exactly what book this is. Bookmarks, bookmark, a little note, stickers, super, super cute. I already read this book and loved it. I didn't love it. It was hard. I needed a copy of it so I can recommend it. It's Blood Over Brighthaven by Wang. If you watched my vlog that I did, my bookish vlog, you'll see that I was a sobbing mess over this book. This does have the sprayed edges. It's just, it was a really, really good book. It's just a hard read, man. Good though. 10 out of 10 recommend. The Captive Prince by C.S. Pacat. I love C.S. Pacat. I read this series by C.S. Pacat first and I loved it. This is a great series. It's not complete yet though. True enemies to lovers. So I'm really excited to read this and kind of see what it's about. I do love C.S. Pacat's writing style and yeah, I'm really stoked about that one. Gosh. Okay, I was really excited about this one. This is Desperate Measures by Katee Robert. I have read this before. I love this. I love this book. I love this one so much. This is the only one from that series that I like. I have tried to read them all. This is the only one I enjoy. And it came out with the sprayed edges. And I love the new cover. I love this cover. It's so hot. It's so good. Check out the hand placement. The hand placement. This is erotica. It is erotica based on Jasmine and Aladdin. It does have like BDSM in it, but it is so hot. It's so good. The first scene, the opening scene, lives rent-free in my brain. This is probably my favorite Katee Robert book, to be honest. Probably my favorite. Yeah, I'd go so far to say that. Another Beverly Jenkins. I am trying to collect the physical editions of these books because I really enjoy them and I love the covers. I mean, this one's To Catch a Raven. I haven't read this one yet. I'm on my second Beverly Jenkins now. I think the first one that I read was Wild Rain. The second one is and then this is probably gonna be my third. Collect them all because they're just like, the covers are always 10 out of 10. I think this is the last one from PangoBooks. Oh, yes. Okay. Christine Feehan. I read all of her books growing up. I read them multiple times, over and over again. Do I think they're good now? No. But I loved the Drake Sister series, and I got rid of my copies a long time ago, and I don't know why I did that because this was one of my favorites and I loved them all with the little insert right here. So I'm trying to go back and collect them again, and this was the one I'm missing, and now I'm missing the first book and the second book. So the first one is Magic in the Wind and it's a little novella, and the second one is Something Before Christmas and it's the anthology, but I will be getting those. I have the rest of them. This was my favorite. It was really good. Anyway, I'm really excited to kind of have like the collection coming together. I did get a fairy loot. I know which one this is. I'm so excited about it. I was like shopping at the time that this became available and I was freaking out because I thought I wasn't going to be able to get a copy, but it's fine. It's still available on the Fairy Loot website to buy. From my favorite author, Bowie. My favorite reads from last year. House at Watch Hill by Marie Moning. Look at the sprayed edges. Oh my gosh. Yes ma'am. Oh, that's so good. Naked hardback. And then the end pages, creepy and spooky as hell. Yeah. And is it signed? Damn right it's signed. I think it's a digital signature, so that's fine. Oh my god. So good. I'm so excited. This is a beautiful edition. I do have another edition of this book. It's a special edition. It has sprayed edges. I do think I love Fairy Loot. I love the work they do. I do have this edition, the librarian box, which I do really like. It has like the Celtic knot. This is a different dust jacket, but it doesn't have anything on there. It doesn't have pretty end pages. It does come with a note from the author, and then it is like hard signed, so I was excited about that. And I didn't know if Fairy Loot was going to be doing an edition, so I am very glad to have that though. And then these are the ones I got from the TikTok shop because I want to read more nonfiction. One, I think it's good for my brain. I think it's good to diversify reading across genres. as well as like authors. Like you should be reading authors from a wide variety of backgrounds, and you should also be reading fiction and nonfiction and across genres, I think, personally. So I saw this on the TikTok shop, and honestly, I think we have a lot of this right now. And they said, I mean, it just talks about, it says, incels to pick up artists, the truth about extreme misogyny and how it affects us all. And I think this is a huge issue in our society right now and has been for centuries. So I'm really excited to pick this up. I think I'll probably get it on audiobook from the library. On Tyranny, 20 Lessons from the 20th Century by Timothy Snyder. You'll see this on TikTok a lot, but it's really short, and I just wanted to read that. And then I got People's History of the United States because I think this is a necessary read. Ooh, it's floppy too. I do think this is a necessary read. Try to read like a chapter of this like each night, which I feel like is going to be freaking hard, but yeah, it's not going to be an easy book to read. So, okay, this one, I was on TikTok and I saw that Candy Snyder, she got traditionally published. Now, probably like a year or so ago, a bunch of my mutuals read this book, loved it, were raving about it, and I really wanted to read it, but I just never got around to it. And now she's getting traditionally published, so the cover is going to change, and I was afraid it was going to go to like flowers, florals again, groundbreaking. So I ordered it, even though I don't know if I'm going to like it, because I did not want a floral edition of this book. I'm going to be real. I liked the cover the way it was. So this is A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Snyder. Candy Steiner. It is signed, which we love. I haven't read anything by her before, but I am excited to read it. And it came with a book checklist and then just another bookmark. I saw him first, but it didn't matter because he saw her. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. So that's my book haul. Thank you all for being here. I'm so excited to own these. And now I need to add them to my bookshelf. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for opening books with me. I'm so very excited to tell you what I think of these once I get through the ones that I haven't read already. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.